So I just went into the library, kind of scoped it out a bit. Forgot to check to see if they have bathrooms, so I'm sure they do. I'm walking back to my truck, but I'm not going through the park to do so. Careful of the step there, almost tripped. So I'm taking the scenic route. So survival tip, whenever you come to a new place, a good way to blend in is to introduce yourself to any local people that you're probably going to see on a regular basis. So I kind of introduced myself to the people who worked at the library. I didn't really tell them who I am, but I made myself a familiar face. I asked for what would be required for a library card. I would need a state-issued ID, which I do have, but not for this state. But I would need some sort of bill that signifies that I live here. Fortunately, I don't really need a library card. I'm going to be coming in there anyway, so I can use their computers without my ID, and I can also use my laptop there. I did see people with laptops there. So the only real concern I have is I'm going to be using my backpack, but the excuse I'm going to be given is that I'm doing some videos on learning about nature and slight survival things about different plants and different animals, and that every day I take a hike from where I live, which is not untrue, but I pack my bag and do a hike as if I was traveling to match the experience. So I loaded up with a bunch of things just to mostly make it heavy, so it includes some food items. I'm sure that'll fly for a little bit. I don't know how long I can keep up that charade. Right next to me is the path that I was walking on before, but it's a very steep decline. It's probably 200 feet, but it's mostly down and breaking my neck if I tried to go down there, so I'm staying clear away as possible. I have a guardrail right here, just in case a car jumps the street and wants to take a dive down. Although, if it wasn't so steep, it might not be a bad place to set up camp. Cars wouldn't really see me, and the people down below wouldn't really see me unless they were looking for me specifically. But again, so I asked about a library card, and I just said, I'll just be coming in here for the next few weeks, and I'll have a laptop and whatnot. And they actually have a few interesting books on personality. Also, I can do my work for ghostwriting. So I can get here early in the morning. So I think they're like open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I'll try to leave before closing, because I really don't want to draw too much attention to myself. But, you know, I think starting out, this will be a good location. So, but yeah, like I said, if you're going to be staying in an area, get people to recognize you. Don't get too personal with them, because then they'll start asking about your life, and then you're going to have to start using some lies. And if you're going to lie, keep it simple. Keep it easy to remember. Don't embellish. And just be private about yourself. But introduce yourself to the point that, I'm going to step over this. It's getting narrow on this side. A lot of cars coming by, as you can see. So yeah, just, kind of introduce yourself, say, hey, I'm going to be around for a little bit. And then that way, you're not a complete stranger. It's like, oh yeah, that's that nice gentleman who asked about a library card and who uses our Wi-Fi and stays out of the way and stays quiet. So, anywho, that's going to do it for me. But that is a homeless survival tip, because the most important thing is you don't want people to know you're homeless. The more you can keep up that illusion, the better. So, anywho, that's going to do it for me for homeless tips. This is Mad Cat signing out.